A dog runs into fire, not away from it. Into freezing water, without hesitation. Across a busy road, toward danger. Why? Why would an animal ignore every survival instinct just to protect a human? Most people say loyalty. Some say love. But here's what most people get wrong. It's not what you think. Because what you're witnessing is not just emotion. It is biology. It is neuroscience. It is a system, precise, measurable, and deeply wired. This is not poetry. This is data. Let's slow down for a moment, because to understand this, you have to see your dog differently. Not as a pet, not as something you own, but as a nervous system that has learned to attach to yours. Your dog does not see you as a master. It sees you as something far more important, a secure base. Now pay attention to this part. A secure base is a concept from psychology. It describes the bond between a child and a caregiver. Not just love, but safety, regulation, stability. When a child feels safe, their body relaxes, their heart slows down, their breathing becomes steady, their brain shifts out of survival mode.
The same thing happens with your dog. When your dog is near you, their heart rate stabilizes, their stress hormones drop, their body begins to settle. This is not emotional storytelling. This is measurable. And here's where it gets interesting. Over time, your dog's nervous system begins to sync with yours, not metaphorically, physiologically. They feel your tension. They detect your calm. They respond to your energy, even before you speak. This process is called emotional entrainment. It means your dog is not just observing you, it is regulating itself based on you. So now ask yourself, if you are their source of safety, what happens when that safety is threatened? There is no hesitation, no calculation, no internal debate. Their brain activates one simple directive: protect the source. Because without that source, their entire internal system becomes unstable. And this is why a dog runs toward danger, not because it wants to be brave, but because it cannot do otherwise. Now let's go deeper. Inside your dog's brain, there is a powerful chemical, oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. Every time your dog looks into your eyes and you look back, this chemical is released, in both of you. This creates something called a loop. Eye contact releases oxytocin. Oxytocin strengthens attachment. Attachment drives more connection. And the loop repeats again and again and again. But here's where most people don't realize. Over time, this loop becomes stronger than fear, stronger than uncertainty, in some cases, stronger than self-preservation. This is known as the oxytocin loop, and it changes everything. Your presence is no longer neutral. It becomes biologically important, necessary. Your dog doesn't just like being near you, its brain depends on it. Now imagine a moment of danger. Something is wrong. Your voice shifts. Your breathing changes. Your body tenses. You might not even notice it, but your dog does, instantly. Dogs can hear frequencies you cannot. They can detect micro changes in your body. They can sense emotional shifts before you are aware of them. So to your dog, danger is not a concept. It is a signal, a full-body signal. And when that signal involves you, their secure base, the response is immediate. Move toward the threat, not away from it. And this is where people misunderstand everything. We call these dogs heroes. We say they are brave. We say they made a choice. But here's the truth. It wasn't a choice. It was a response, a neurological response, driven by attachment. Think about it this way. If a parent sees their child in danger, do they calculate risk? Do they pause? Do they analyze outcomes? No. They move. Immediately. Instinctively. Because the bond overrides logic. The same mechanism exists in your dog. But here's something even more important. Not all dogs respond the same way. And this is where the science becomes very clear. Dogs with a secure attachment are far more likely to move toward danger because their system is stable, their trust is clear, their connection is strong. They know where safety is and they act to protect it. But dogs with an insecure attachment often respond differently. They hesitate, they freeze, sometimes they run. Not because they don't care, but because their system is overwhelmed. Their signals are unclear. Their regulation is unstable. So in moments of stress, they cannot act with clarity. This is why your relationship with your dog matters, more than commands, more than training. Because what you are building is not just behavior. You are building a nervous system. Every interaction matters. Every tone of voice, every moment of calm, every moment of chaos. You are shaping how your dog experiences the world. And over time, you become something deeper. Not just an owner, not just a provider. You become a reference point, a constant, a place where their biology feels safe. You become home. Now think about this. Why does your dog follow you from room to room? Why does it stay close when you are sad? Why does it react when your voice changes slightly? These are not random behaviors. These are signals. Signals of attachment. Signals of synchronization. Your dog's brain has identified you as essential, and once that happens, everything changes. So let's return to the question. Why do dogs risk their lives for humans? It's not loyalty, it's not heroism, and it's not love, at least in the simple way we describe it. It is something deeper, a biological bond, a shared nervous system, a synchronized emotional response. And once this system is in place, your safety becomes their priority, automatically, instinctively, without hesitation. So the next time your dog looks at you, pause. Because in that moment, there is chemistry, there is data, there is connection. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is design. And here's the most important part. You can strengthen it. Not through control, not through dominance, but through presence, calm energy, consistency, emotional awareness. Because when your dog feels safe with you, it doesn't just relax, it reorganizes. Its brain adapts. Its body stabilizes. Its trust deepens. And in that state, you are no longer just part of its world. You become the organizing force. You are home. You are the center of it. This is what we call secure attachment, and it changes everything. How your dog listens, how it behaves, how it responds under pressure, and yes, how far it is willing to go for you. Not because it was trained to, but because it is wired to protect what regulates it. So maybe the real question is not, why would a dog risk its life for you, but this: what kind of connection have you built? Because in the end, your dog is not protecting a command. It is protecting a bond, a system of safety, a shared emotional world. And to your dog, that world is everything.